Do you often face long pips in your matches? If you hit a topspin ball, what comes back is a heavy, sinking backspin. If you send a backspin ball, the return will always be topspin. So, what's the difference between the spin from long pips and the spin from standard inverted rubber? Consider a backspin ball from inverted rubber, like this forehand push. A backspin ball from inverted rubber is spinny, but it doesn't sink. However, the backspin return from long pip sinks, but has very little spin. You can even lift it up with a simple flick. But it's heavy, it drops sharply right after the bounce. To handle this sinking backspin, first, you must stand closer to the table. If you're too far back, the ball will drop too low, making your shot very difficult. Second, the best way to hit the sinking ball is to open your racket face. When they chop block the ball, I meet it with an open racket face. When you open your racket face to receive the ball, you'll have the confidence to apply power. So, the second key point is to open your racket face. See, it's quite spinny, right? Loop it with an open racket face. Once you open the face, the ball becomes much easier to loop. Third, because the ball is heavy but slow, you must be brave and move forward into it. The more I try to lift this ball, the more it goes into the net. The more I move forward into the ball, the easier it becomes. So when you make contact with this ball, you must be bold and move forward to meet it. Move forward. I'm not adding any friction, I'm simply lifting it with an open racket face. But this can still neutralize the ball's spin, and that's the beauty of this technique. 3 points: 1. Stand forward. 2. Open your racket face. 3. Move into the ball. This will allow you to effectively counter the long pip's return. Okay, now let's talk about the topspin return. You shouldn't treat it like a standard topspin rally between two inverted rubbers. Even when I serve backspin, the aggressive topspin push from her is still very slow. First point, don't rush the timing. Many players serve and then try to hit the returned push too early, which messes up their rhythm and causes errors. Second point, the incoming ball will float or wobble. The better the long pips player, the more their pips will bend, causing the returned ball to wobble slightly, unlike the straight trajectory from inverted rubber. Third, because the ball is slow, don't use the timing you'd use for a normal backspin ball. Even a slow ball from inverted rubber has a certain base speed. But the aggressive push from long pips isn't fast in the air. Its in-flight speed is slow, but its second bounce after landing is fast. This is a common problem many players face. First, I'll show you how to return it, and then I'll teach you how to handle that fast second bounce. Expert long pips players have a very tricky second bounce. First, keep your hand high and treat it like a topspin ball. With your forehand, just drive it like a topspin ball. See how I can easily drive it back? After a backspin serve, just execute a simple forehand drive. Second point, your swing must be very compact. If they push you around the table and your swing is too big, you won't be able to find the right contact point. Being late is a major reason for errors, so you must shorten your swing. Make your movements more compact. Don't use a large swing. If your swing is too big when they push you wide, most players won't be in position in time. Therefore, your swing must be small. The smaller it is, the higher the chance you can match their rhythm and stay in the rally. The third key point is that attacking this topspin return is your main opportunity to score against a long pips player. When I play against long pips, I like to serve backspin. If they attack, I use their pace to place the ball wide. If they play passively, I attack, because that slow topspin return is the easiest ball to handle. If they chop block it, the backspin is complex and you won't know how much spin is on it. So this is the classic tactic against long pips. Serve backspin. If the return quality is low, attack it by keeping your hand up and using a compact slap. If the quality is high, move them around the table. That's how you create opportunities against long pips. Many players have a misconception when facing long pips. They always try to powerfully loop the return. Actually, when I play this shot, my stroke is very compact, even on my forehand. I just punch it. This is your scoring opportunity. The sliced return they give you is essentially a dead ball with no spin. However, this no spin is different from an inverted rubber no spin ball, which is faster. The long pips return is slow. You can absolutely generate quality on this shot. When returning their topspin ball, 1. Don't rush. 2. It might drop or wobble, so find your position before executing. 3. Try to make this shot a winner. Aim for a kill shot. After my backspin serve, I'll either change placement or attack it aggressively. The return is backspin, attack. Anyway, I find this tactic very effective. Even if the long pips return is an aggressive push, don't be afraid. It's just a topspin ball, which is easy to handle. You don't need to add much friction, just use a compact motion and borrow their pace. When I serve topspin, their chop block comes back as backspin. Now, watch my backswing closely. I serve topspin, they chop block it, watch my backswing. I serve topspin, it comes back. Is my backswing big? So, when the ball comes from long pips, absolutely do not use a large backswing. It must be small. You need a compact backswing. After a topspin serve, I'm going to loop it with a small backswing. Topspin serve, ready to loop, small backswing. If your backswing is too big, the ball will jam you. Once you're jammed, it's too late to recover, and you can't generate any friction. Second point, watch me again as I demonstrate another loop. Is my backswing low? For a normal backspin ball, as we discussed before, when you push it, your center of gravity must be low, right? So, against long pips, if your backswing is too low when they chop block, you might fail to lift the ball. This is because the ball drops very quickly. So for this type of shot, your backswing can't be too low because of how fast it sinks. After a topspin serve, I need to keep my racket a bit higher. Don't worry about the ball being heavy and low. It's not the spin, it's just the sinking effect. It's designed to disrupt your rhythm and positioning, not to beat you with heavy spin. Don't take a big backswing, and don't take it too low. Keeping it roughly at table height is sufficient. Third point, against long pips, you need to accelerate through the ball, not generate power from the backswing. If you're looping a push from inverted rubber, you generate power from the backswing, right? You need space and a full windup. Long pips is different, you accelerate through contact. I don't have a backswing, but that doesn't mean I don't use power. After contacting the ball, I must accelerate through this short distance. So, your forearm and upper arm need to move forward and snap quickly. It's late-stage acceleration. When the ball comes, accelerate through it. It's not a touch shot. I see many players just touch the ball against long pips, which is wrong. A simple touch shot poses no threat to a long pips player. You just need to focus on accelerating through the point of contact. No power before, then explode at contact. As you touch the ball, your arm begins to generate force. There's power from a backswing, and then there's power from late acceleration. You're close to the ball, but you must still generate force. If you don't use force, the long pips player will just block you side to side, and you won't be able to keep up. As the ball comes, go. Accelerate through contact. Do you know why it feels awkward for them? Without a backswing, my shot is quicker, and they can't get the timing right. Now, let you get the timing. See? The rhythm now favors you, and I'm the one who feels uncomfortable. Right, because my shot was slower. Let me hit it comfortably for you again. See, now it's harder for me to loop. If you slow down a bit and take a small backswing, your shot becomes easier for them to chop block because the rhythm is predictable. But if you're quick and accelerate through contact, it's very sudden for them, and they can't match your timing. You see, my looping rhythm now perfectly matches the rhythm of long pips. But if I do this instead, accelerate through contact, my shot is faster than you expect. They are just getting ready to move, and the ball is already there. I actually really enjoy playing against long pips. Every time I play long pips, I find it quite stress relieving. The only things that make long pips difficult are their rhythm and ball placement, not their spin. So if I can find the right position and break their rhythm, I can make them uncomfortable and win the point. There is also a classic theory, one push, one hit. This tactic is very useful in matches. For example, you serve topspin and want to attack, but you find their chop block is too good. In that case, if there's no opportunity, don't force the attack. I can push once, and when they return it with topspin, I attack it. If the opportunity isn't good, push again, because their topspin return is the simple one to handle. Their backspin chop block is very difficult, it floats and wobbles, but their topspin return is simple. You can do this. If your topspin serve gives you a good chance, loop it directly. If the chance isn't good, do this. Just push one, then hit one. Push one, then hit one to an open spot. I think the push one, hit one tactic is the simplest. However, when you push, you can't just touch it, you must execute a full, proper stroke. And your topspin attack needs to have quality, whether it's through placement or speed. Don't just swing your arm wildly. What do long pips players love most? For example, your first attack has high quality, but on the next shot, this is what they love. You feel like your first loop was very powerful, but then you miss the next ball. Most of their returns will be somewhat high, unless your loop had very poor quality, allowing them to slice it back low. The first key for this return, they will block it short. You must move forward. So, first, move in. Second, you cannot hit down on this ball. If you hit down, the ball is already sinking, so it's likely to hit the net. You must open your racket face and hit forward. Also, when you hit it this way, it's very difficult for them to defend because the shot is too quick for them to block. So, for these semi-high balls, the plan is to move in after your loop, use a compact stroke, and remember to try and hit the second ball for a winner. Loop, see the semi-high ball, then hit it with a compact motion. If their chop block comes back and you feel it's too difficult to attack, don't force it. You can push. Loop it up. After my loop, I can push. And then when they push it back with topspin, I can attack again. I believe for us inverted rubber players, playing against long pips is purely a mental game. First, we always want to win the point in one shot. Second, we get impatient when we see a semi-high ball. Most errors happen right there, due to impatience. In reality, you should be more composed than them. They should be the ones panicking, not you. If you feel you can attack the ball, hit it. If you can't, just push it and wait to attack the next one.